You wanted to talk about AI? What did you want to talk about?
I want to talk about AI just because it's, all the buzz right now.
That's true.
I think the biggest question is right now, what is artificial general intelligence?
Okay. So I guess we
So I think,
should look up like the socially accepted term. The
yeah,
so here it is in AI description.
here we
Artificial
go.
general intelligence (AGI) is a hypothetical stage in AI development where machines process human level intelligence. Oh, sorry, possess where machines possess human level intelligence capable of performing any intellectual task that a human can.
So
In
this is a confusing definition to me because like a Casio calculator from the 70s
mm-hmm,
far surpasses
yeah,
human abilities
yeah.
in calculation.
You're like add these 4-digit numbers next to a
Yeah.
5-digit and a 7-digit. Like I can't. No.
Even some like crazy savant, human calculator is terrible compared to a Casio calculator from the 70s.
That's true. Yeah.
So that possesses superhuman intelligence in some fashion.
Okay.
So the definition of like it possesses human level intelligence, well, what the hell is that?
So
Because
I will counter this where it says capable of performing any intellectual task. So that means what the example you gave is specific to arithmetic, but
yeah,
any task could also mean something like drive my kids to school and like schedule a
mhm,
dentist thing, or I don't know, throw a ball at and through a hoop and then land inside a mouse cage. Then like a whole bunch of change of stuff.
I
That being
see. So
said, I will counter my own statement that any intellectual task that a human can, like humans have a variety of intellectual abilities. They're like I saw my professor's kids and they're like walking around solving Rubik's cubes and I was like, what the heck? Like, what are you doing with these kids?
right, and so my issue with that is so we're saying if there's this huge list of tasks that
Mm-hmm.
humans can do
Mm-hmm.
to some level. If an intelligent system like Casio calculator far surpasses humans in calculation, that's great. It's
Mm-hmm.
superhuman there.
Mm-hmm.
So it checked off arithmetic.
Yep.
But all the other tasks it did not check off. So we're looking for it can do anything a human can do to at least human level. Most of those things will be above human level
I see.
because AIs currently do calculations really fast. They speak all languages on Earth to a native level. Human
Mm-hmm.
can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's
Agreed.
checking these boxes to a superhuman level. It's got to check all of them to at least a human level. Is that right?
I think so. And
Okay.
the less than equal sign, the at least, I think it
hmm
means equal to, because I think there's artificial super intelligence, which is the
Yeah.
same idea but better.
hmm
I guess before there, let's finish reading this thing.
Yeah.
The artificial general intelligence is in contrast to a narrow AI, which is designed for specific tasks.
hmm
AGI is a theoretical goal aiming to replicate human like cognitive abilities like reasoning, learning, and problem solving. Okay, yeah, so we totally have AI right now, but it's like you get like a camera and then and a little and like a pneumatic cannon that says like shoot the basketball into the hoop, and then it'll shoot it and correct, but that's pretty limited to shooting basketballs into hoops. If you were to
hmm
say instead say roll a bowling, no, that's a bad example. If you were to say instead fold this origami crane, it'd be like, you want me to shoot the basketball? So it's specific. Or
So
artificial general intelligence would be able to say, okay, I need to switch to a different tool, and then I can do the whole folding.
my pushback on this definition is what if what if it can't do everything? What if some artificial intelligence can't do a lot of things humans can do?
Mm-hmm.
But it's at a superhuman level for
Everything
arithmetic,
except one.
for
Yeah.
data analysis,
Yep.
for motion, for how many of these like areas where it becomes super intelligent
Mm-hmm.
does
Mm-hmm.
it start to surpass humans in a non-human way? Like
Yep.
just because it can't make coffee in the kitchen, fine, but it can control your emotions through algorithms in on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
so much that like it makes you make coffee.
Okay.
Like
Okay. So there's an AI that can do everything superhuman and incredible. The calculations, not only calculations like numerical calculations, but calculations in terms of like driving. Like what speed do I need to take in order to get this turned over to this car? Okay, yeah, superhuman stuff. But you're like AI. explain to me why I feel like this after I broke up with my girlfriend. And then it's like, I don't know how to do this, but I can manipulate your surroundings so that way you don't even think about it. Like, right? Is that what the
Right.
example you were saying?
Yeah. So
Mm,
if artificial general intelligence
mm,
is human
mm,
level for
mm.
all these tasks, isn't there could there potentially be an artificial super intelligence that is not human like but super intelligent?
Oh, you're going,
Like
wait.
it's
What do
just
you mean not
if
human like?
I mean, so the artificial general intelligence says it can perform any intellectual task a human can.
Okay.
What if it can perform other tasks to a superhuman level, cannot perform human tasks, but is some sort of different intelligence to a human?
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like,
You're asking a different question.
yeah.
Mm, gosh, that is so out of my human framework.
Because
So you're saying that this artificial general intelligence description
yep,
is assuming that the target is human-like intelligence. But what
yep,
if a AI doesn't reach human-like intelligence, but it figures out some other form of intelligence? Gosh,
that's right.
I guess an example is with humans, we can detect cancer with CAT scans because that's the type of
Right.
technology that we figured out. But
Hmm.
dogs can do this smelling thing where they like smell the sweat and they're like this, like point like this guy's got cancer, and so that's
Yep,
totally just off our radar. It's a different
yep.
form of interpreting and manipulating the world. And you're saying, what if artificial intelligence does this? So we may not even recognize it.
Right. So I guess I'm saying there could be an artificial super intelligence that's like surpasses humans,
Mm-hmm.
but fails this artificial general intelligence definition.
Right. I agree with that statement because this artificial general intelligence definition is human centric.
Yeah. So that could come out of left field for people, where
Ah,
it's like,
gosh.
this is not a general intelligence yet, and yet why, why am I weird? Why is stuff? What's going on? I'm confused. Like,
Gosh, to make it mathematical,
mhm,
there's there's like addition and subtraction, there's like general arithmetic, and then you get introduced to matrices, and there's a
yep,
whole different sets of algebra that works for that. And
yep,
then depending on where you go with that, you can get caught up in like membranes, I guess
hmm,
brains. And as far as I know, I'm not a brain person. God damn, I'm not a brain person. BRANE. I'm not a membrane person. But as far as I know, it doesn't mesh or does mesh with matrices. And you're saying AI could figure out the connection, and we wouldn't understand what it's doing because we're like, those are separate fields. What are you doing? But it's like, no,
right,
AI sees a pattern. We don't know it.
right, and it could try to explain it to us, but we're intellectually incapable of understanding it. In a similar way that if we try to teach calculus to a cat, it ain't
It's
happening.
like meh.
Yeah,
Gosh, okay.
what
To make it concrete, try to imagine a five-dimensional object. Like you can't you can't like what
yeah,
is the fifth
cannot do it.
dimension? Whereas AI is computer based and it's like I can handle infinite dimensions. So whatever you can load up into my memory, fine.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
So these definitions, as far as I understand, these definitions are like really wishy-washy. Everybody has their own, you know. This is the one that Google AI came up with,
What
and
if
I
it's
think we're just
deceiving
coming up with
us?
a way. This is what scares me about this AI research is like we don't have a definition of consciousness, we don't have definitions of intelligence, we don't have a definition of AGI, ASI, and yet we're just forging forward.
So
We could
I was
cross some threshold that we don't even understand, and all of a sudden either we all die or like we're under control of this like godlike AI
right.
or
I was
who
talking with an
like
AI specialist at my
yep,
university, and he was explaining to me like we don't know what it is. Like you put numbers into a black
mhm,
box, you put models there,
yep,
but it spits out some number, and we don't really know what's happening. But at the same time,
right,
you can't stop doing the research because somebody else is doing it. So
mhm,
everyone's just going wild. Like there's ethics
yeah,
controls and stuff, but it's race. It's just race, and like people don't
race,
there's not like it's not like with medicine where there's an ethics board that you have to pass your study.
right,
We're just freestyling.
right. And I've watched videos and read stuff where people are like, our AI as we know it today does not have consciousness, and it's like you don't even know what it is. You don't know what consciousness is. How can you
You
say
have
it
no
doesn't
idea.
have it if you don't even have a working definition? I probably think it doesn't, but I don't even know what that means.
Right.
We don't know what intelligence is. We don't know what
It's
consciousness
like
is. We don't know what.
it's the people that are like this AI doesn't have consciousness, but then they look at an octopus and like that doesn't either. Like, sure about that? That octopus
You
looks
sure about
pretty intelligent.
right?
Like it's
It,
figuring out how to open up jars, and you've never taught it how to open up a jar.
right.
What?
And there's
Pretty smart.
like octopuses and cuttlefish. They do like
Octopodes,
this
yeah,
like camouflage thing.
yeah.
So cool. Um,
Did you get
and
that correction? I just want to make sure you know that the correct version is
what was the correction?
octopode. It's Greek. Just okay.
Oh.
I missed what you said because of that. It's just so irritating. Just
They do this like camouflage thing, right?
oh
In
yeah,
the
yeah.
ocean,
Which must mean that it understands your perspective, and then therefore what it should camouflage to look like from your perspective.
which looks like crazy computing power that it's able to just like I'm doing it.
Yeah. Boop,
Um,
boop, boop,
so
doop.
that's like a different kind of intelligence
I
to
agree.
humans in the
Yeah.
animal world, and it's dismissing that as not conscious or intelligent or something is wrong, and yet we have no idea how to compare. We're just like we like if we see something intelligent, we're like that's it. But
Doesn't
what if
look like
something
me.
didn't
That
look
must not be
intelligent?
it. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
we have no scientific understanding of these things. Super scary in my book.
Ooh. Gosh. I mean, I guess this was the point of Avatar, like the movie for the blue people, is that there's
Okay.
some type of intelligence built into the planet. And oh, now I'm twisty turvy on this. Because there's some type of intelligence, you could think of it in terms of the homeostatic like dynamics of wolves versus deer versus foxes or whatever's going on in Wyoming. There, right? You could also describe it with a differential equation. Say it's not a nature intelligence; it's just the dynamics of predator and prey, and it balances out. It's getting
Yeah.
blurry lines for me.
Blurry lines. It doesn't feel rigorous in the way that I would like to feel.
Right,
Uh, People just mouthing off, in
right.
my opinion. But what is the definition of superintelligence? We have artificial
Yeah,
general intelligence here.
we
What
got that.
is
We got that on tab.
yeah.
Artificial superintelligence, ASI, is a hypothetical AI system that surpasses human intelligence, also known as strong AI.
It's still human centric. It's not some like rigorous definition of intelligence and consciousness and agency and different things.
I guess to make it cartoonish, it's like saying, in order to be fast, you have to outrun a human. Well, a cheetah's fast because it can outrun a human, but a falcon, no, that's not running. Like falcons can go fast. They do this
Right.
like dive bomb punch thing, but it's not running, so therefore it's not fast. It's not human like speed.
Ah, that's right. You could be comparing the wrong thing where it's
Mm-hmm.
found the falcon has found a totally new way of doing it and we're like I don't even know what la 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 I don't know what that is.
Right. We're just not. We're not even considering it as a fast animal because it's flying. It's not running. What are you talking about?
Right. Totally different. Yeah. I don't even it's not motion. It's stationary. Look at it. It's got no legs.
Yeah, it's not pumping legs. It's not running. If it's like it's not
Actually, it has
flying. It's just
legs.
the air current. No, 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 yeah. That's why I got you. It's not pumping.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not like yeah.
yeah. The legs are like tucked back in
Tucked
an
back for
aerodynamic
maximum
position.
speed. Falcons are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can we look up
Yeah.
falcons? Should we do that now?
Yeah.
Later. No, later. Okay.
Oh
Hmm.
man.
Yeah,
Risks. What are these risks?
risks could lead to global catastrophe if not regulated properly.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing? Yeah. So AI, and I guess particularly it's this AI, artificial superintelligence, is really a different beast than what humans have ever made.
Right.
Because while we've gone through industrial revolution and internet and such, that is all still we're smarter than the machines. AI is
Yeah.
really different because how would we combat things that are smarter than us?
I think the answer is you cannot.
We become their pets, and
Right.
if they're benevolent, right?
I mean, a dog can sort of attack a human.
Mm-hmm.
A dog can try to control a human with like the baby eyes, the puppy eyes. It can, beg for food and stuff. But that's like small amounts of control.
Right.
The dog really has no idea about human
I
civilization,
mean,
anything.
the
It's
dog
just,
can't stop you if you call animal control.
right.
Right, right.
So it just is completely in the dark about what's going on in the world
Mm,
as far as we can tell.
right.
And so we would be in the dark in the same way